Where's your little finger? Not exact. So I need to put these in. What are those? You want this? Come here. Come here. Come on, stand. Can you do a spin on my finger? Come on, all the way around. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. You need a little stand right here, don't you? Yeah. Can we get that one to fit? Let's see. Let's see if we can get it to fit right here. Oh, hi, Debbie. I was trying to get a spot for Chloe to sit. How are you? That's still kind of like not really in it. Chloe, do you want to come back now? Let's see if that works. That would be in my way if I had to type. Yeah, she's crazy. I've been gone all morning. I had a doctor appointment with a new doctor this morning. I don't want to have to repeat this all later. But I went there for two reasons. I went there for insomnia. And I guess it's just time to go back to the doctor. When I was still working, my doctor wasn't taking my insurance anymore. So I haven't had a doctor for probably a year and a half or so. And I haven't had any blood work done, but I wanted to get something to help me sleep because I have a night guard since I had these 2 teeth implants done so that I don't ruin them because I squeeze and grind. And so it's pretty thick and it's very hard. And I have cracked it on the opposite. I've cracked it on the opposite side. And so when I went to my dentist for my cleaning, she didn't even see the night guard, but she could just tell by my tooth. And she's like, you better get something so that you can sleep better because you're going to ruin your teeth. So she gave me a prescription for a muscle relaxer. I don't know whether that's going to do the trick or not. I've been on muscle relaxers before when I hurt my back, and I could tell no difference. Not in my back and not in, like I was driving around and going to work. It didn't make me sleepy or anything. Debbie says, I used to wear a night guard for TMJ. Do you not have that anymore? I mean, obviously you don't have the night guard, but does TMJ go away? My hair is sticking up somewhere back here. I can see. There we go. I think I got it. And then I went to Walmart to get my prescription filled, and it always looks opposite, like it's in, I don't know, I can't see. I'm going on the wrong side. There, that's where it's sticking up. So I've been out in the wind and everything. So are your teeth suffering then, Debbie, from not having because it has not gone away? Chloe, come here. Good girl. Get up here. Can you do a turn? Do a turn. All the way around. There you go. Yummy. The night guard hurt your teeth, Debbie. Okay. Mine took some getting used to, and she told me if it felt tight to put it under really, really hot tap water. And then hi, Catherine. Put it under really hot water, and then it would make it softer to put on. And there's Donna. Hello, hello. we were just talking about, I went to the doctor for the first time in probably a year and a half. I don't know. It might have been even 2 years, because I think the last time was 2023. I just don't remember what time. And Catherine says, I didn't know birds would come to being called. Amazing. And they turn. Wow. Your Chloe is better behaved than my dog. Yeah, that's called luring, what I just did with her. And yes, she does answer. If I go back to the bedroom or the bathroom and I call her, she's like a cat. If she wants to come, she will. If she doesn't want to come, she won't. Right? You want a head scratch? No, that's a turn. Do you want to see what she just did? Here, let's scratch your head. No, you don't want to do. All right, here's your yummy. These are pine nuts, raw pine nuts. Debbie Sue says, I threw it away. That was several years ago. And Catherine says, okay, so cute. And Debbie says, hello to Catherine. Catherine is saying hello back. You know, they have the ones in the store that you can boil and put in your mouth, but they are, they're just not as good. I didn't have any grinding, like marks from grinding. It was squeezing where I cracked my teeth, and that's bad. You're wasting your nuts. Careful. So when I came home from being gone all morning, I left here about 8:40, and I didn't get back until after, 20 after 1, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you've been gone, you abandoned us. Catherine says, I'm only here for a few minutes. I need to get packing my bag. I'm going skiing with a friend for a couple of days this morning. Where are you going skiing? What state? And Debbie, you've already had 2, Missy. Debbie Sue says, my sister has TMJ too, and the doctor gave her muscle relaxers, and they do help her. Well, that's good to know. Because, my sleep has gotten terrible. It's lay in bed for 2 hours, 3 hours, get up, stay up 2 or 3 hours, and I'm going to sleep around 3 or 4 in the morning. And Donna, how's your day going? You haven't said much. Maybe you're not here anymore. Catherine says, I'm in New Zealand. Oh, that's right. I'm in New Zealand. I'm going to Mount. Oh, let me try this. Ruafu, Wakapapa ski field, a bit hard to pronounce. Okay. Donna says her day is going okay. Debbie Sue says, I'm supposed to take them, but I rarely take anything like that. Yeah, I was worried about taking, I had, what's it called? There's a sleeping pill. I just now lost the name of it. I had it earlier today that I've taken before. I didn't take them every day. I took them like two days out of a week. And so like one 30-day prescription would last me a really long time. But they can cause dementia. But so does lack of sleep. So which do you go with? Feel better and maybe get dementia, or feel horrible and maybe get dementia? Hey, Kathleen. And Debbie says, let me see. Oh, Donna says she was listening. Debbie Sue says, I hope you have a good time, Catherine. And Debbie Sue says hello to Donna. And Kathleen says, good afternoon, Abby. And Donna says, hi, Debbie. Catherine's going to give me the pronunciation. Rupehu is the pronunciation, and Fokapapa. I wasn't even close. The WH is pronounced as F in the Maori language here. Interesting. Debbie Sue says Ambien. Yes, Ambien is amazing. It's just, you just feel so peaceful and so ready to go to sleep. And then I woke up feeling so refreshed. And Catherine says, thank you, Debbie Sue. It will be fun. And Debbie Sue says, hi, Kathleen. Catherine says, you were close. Our native people are Maori. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Maori. Excuse me, ma'am. Those are my fingers. I'll give you some attention in a little bit. Why don't you go back up there? Thank you. So I wanted to show y'all something. I don't know. I'm not doing the it's the October, the daily October, like the vlog, like Vlogmas. I don't remember what they call it. It's not Octobermas. I don't know what they're calling it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything for November, but I did get something for December. And I asked my husband if he would do this with me. At first he said yes, but he didn't realize I meant on a video. And then he said, okay. He didn't really want to, but he said he would. And so there's going to be some days where I'm probably going to do it without him because he's going to work too late. This is what I got. 24 days of, I've got that crooked, which way? There we go. 24 days of nuts and snacks, a gourmet gift collection. And so it has the list of all of the things on the back that are in here. And I'm 100% positive that none of them are very good for you. Here's the list of all the stuff that's in here, 24 days worth. I'm sure they're not good, but you know, they're not going to be very big if there's 24 snacks in here. I haven't even opened I guess I could open the cellophane to see. I think it's got little cardboard pop-outs, but my goodness sakes, they've got everything from makeup to body care, to chocolate. They've even got a whiskey one. And they've got Legos. I've got Christmas ornaments. It was so fun picking it out. And as I picked it out, I was like, I probably should tell people what I'm doing in case they want to do it too. And then, you know how you think, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to order that or whatever. And then they start running out of stuff. Let's see if I figure out how to open this. Oh, here it shows you what snacks are on each day. But, okay, so it looks like this should slide. There we go. Don't I do a good unboxing? Okay, so it comes in two separate ones. Here's the 1 through 12. And this one looks exactly the same, but just different numbers. So it's perforated. And like that one's already kind of punched. So you just punch it out and you pull your little foil baggie out and try it. Say what it is and try it. Doesn't that sound like fun? Okay, so let me see if I need to catch up here. Catherine says, I don't sleep well often, but I listen to meditation that helps a bit. I'm not keen on taking pharmaceutical medications. I don't trust them. Yeah, I don't either, but I don't trust myself either. And I've given it like the 1.5 to 2 years and it's not getting any better. I was sitting on the couch about 2 weeks ago. It was on a Sunday. And I was watching something on YouTube and then all of a sudden I felt my head go like this. And I looked around and I was like, what day is it? And I could see my husband and I was like, is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Have I made dinner? I was very disoriented and it was from being overtired as far as I know. It unnerved me. It really did. Debbie Sue says Vlogtober or something. I'm not doing it either. That sounds right. Vlogtober. And Debbie Sue says, that's awesome. Donna says, sounds yummy. And Kathleen says, hello to Debbie and Catherine. Debbie Sue says, that's neat. Kathleen says, I love your parrot. Oh my goodness, I love my parrot. Do I love you, Chloe? And when I'm talking, she obviously thinks I'm talking to her and I'm not looking at her. So she doesn't understand. She's like got her wings slightly open. Kathleen is saying hi to Simple Retirement Journey. And Kathleen, her name is Donna. Debbie Sue says, that's really nice. Donna says, it sounds like fun. And Donna says hi to Kathleen. Kathleen shows little parrot. Donna says, I sleep well, thank goodness. I use a CPAP for a few months. And that kind of got it straightened out for you. I know Debbie Sue and I have the same problem with our necks and our shoulders. So it's like if I lay in one position, it hurts my neck. Another position, it hurts my shoulder. And then I have to be careful of my wrist to keep my wrist straight. By the time I get in the perfect position, I can't go to sleep. Hey, Julie. And she says, I'm not doing Vlogtober either. I vaguely know what it is. Yeah, I would think I would have to be like out and about mostly because I don't have much October, fall, Halloween stuff. I have no Halloween stuff. Debbie Sue says hello to Julie. Catherine says, I was talking to a friend yesterday, said to get estrogen checked because a friend of hers started taking a supplement and now sleeps so well. I'm going to do that when I get back. That's interesting. That's really interesting because I had a hysterectomy in 2010, so I bet my estrogen is very low. Hey, do you guys mind hitting like for me? Thank you. Debbie Sue says, I go tomorrow to get an injection in my shoulder and I'm so ready. Yeah, you've been talking about it for a while. That you like, I think you skipped one and then maybe you shouldn't have because now it's really, really time. Donna says, well, it helped. And then when I needed to refill the parts, I never did. My CPAP was mild. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you have to have a prescription, I guess, because I asked my husband about it, and he said that people do things with those that they're not supposed to. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Kathleen says hi to Julie, and Julie says hi, Donna, Kathleen, and Debbie. So what are you up to, Julie? I haven't talked to you in a while. When I get done here, I'm going to help my dad with getting his next story published, because you got to go from the camera app to the editing app to YouTube, so it can get confusing. Julie says, got some glycinate that's supposed to help sleep. Really, I'm going to write that down because I tried GABA, GABA, supposed to like slow thoughts down or something. That didn't work. My mind will override everything. GLY. I lost it. CINATE. Okay. And Julie says, I am resetting into my regular life. My book designer finished with my book. Awesome. Julie, did you see the 12 days of nuts and snacks I just showed? And Donna says, the medical place you get CPAP parts from, their invoicing was awful, worse than the illness. They didn't seem to want to share how much their products cost. Oh, well, I was using one of those. I can't think what they're called, but it's the machine that you put the stuff on you and then you turn it on and it's a stimulator of some kind. And that company, I wasn't using the machine anymore, or I was using it was for ankle surgery. I'd had nerve surgery, and they kept just sending me supplies. And I'm like, stop sending me supplies. And they kept doing it. And of course, they were billing my insurance company. So I said, if you send me one more package of stuff. I'm going to call my insurance and report you as fraud. And they stopped. And Debbie says she wrote the glycinate down as well. And Julie said, I will find you the video I watched about it. I just got it from Amazon. Okay. And Julie says, no, please share again. So I talked to my husband, Julie, about getting, doing a Vlogmas type thing for Christmas, whatever it's called. I need to find out what it's called. And so I bought these snacks, and this is one box that's 1 through 12, and the other one is 13 through 24. And they're little perforations, and then you pull a little snack bag out. And I wanted him to taste them together with me. And so here shows exactly what is in each. Oh, I got it too close. What's exactly in each snack. And then on the back, it gives you a list of nutrition, or should I say non-nutrition on the back, as well as a description of all the ingredients and everything. But I mean, it's tiny. There's probably 5 or 6 bites in each little bag. So I don't see that causing great harm. Vlogmas. Okay. Let's see. And Catherine says magnesium glycinate is supposed to be good, but magnesium citrate really didn't help me. Yes, one of the magnesiums can cause upset, like your bowels get upset. And there's 3 different kinds, and one kind does not do that. But is this glycinate? Is that with magnesium? Because I have tried magnesium as well. And Julie says, I want to do a series of Vlogmas. I tried once before and failed. But it was years ago. You know, I suppose if you wanted to, you could just change your shirt and do 2 or 3 at a time, and you could just stay ahead of it and publish them. Then that way you wouldn't have the pressure of, you know, something happens. You have to go to the doctor or go out of town or whatever it is. You're not going to miss it. Oh, Julie says, and the supplement is glycine, the powder. I'll write that down too. I know of a lot of people that do that batch videoing, and I have never done that. But I started my channel in February the 21st, and May 31st, I retired. And from May 31st until September 30th, August 31st, it was probably past that. But I did a video a day, and I felt like I got practice as good as I'm going to get in the near future anyway. And now I've kind of backed off, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel like doing one, or I don't. Hello, Paula. Julie said, yeah, that's true. I don't know if I already read that. And then Julie says, we're going to solve all the health problems of the world, LOL. Yeah, I wish. Before you got here, Julie, I was saying that I went to the doctor because I've been to the dentist for a cleaning, and I've broke my night guard from squeezing my teeth together, and it is very thick. You know, one of those, like, it's not a retainer, it's a really thick night guard. And the dentist said I need to do something because I'm just going to ruin my teeth. And Paula says, hey everyone. We're chatting about, I already forgot what the October one's called, the October vlogging, and I'm not doing it, but I'm doing the Christmas one, Vlogmas. And I talked my husband into doing a sampling with me, and I ordered it, and there's 2 boxes, 1 through 12 and 13 through 24. And they're different, like, savory snacks. I think it's prominently nuts, but there's some pretzels in there. So he's agreed that he's going to do the videos with me. So I'm excited about that. And my message was to go ahead and look if you're interested in that, because they have everything from toys like Legos to Christmas ornaments to chocolates, body care, whiskey, food, all the things, but I don't want to wait until the end of November and then they've run out of them. I wanted to have choice of everything. Like the live, friends, Paula says, yes, please. And Julie says, oh yeah, ouch, Vlogtober. Paula says, hey, Debbie Sue. And Donna says, I've heard of people getting braces for TMJ to align their teeth better. Yes, I have too. But if they don't wear their retainers, then the teeth go back, especially the older you are. I did have braces in my 30s. And Paula says, hello to Donna. And Julie says, Paula, good to see you. Donna says, hi, Paula. Paula says, Julie, you too. Julie says, I love that your husband will make Vlogmas fun for you. Yay. I do. I think that'll be fun. And maybe they should just be shorts because, I mean, how long is it going to take to say a few words, open a package, and have a little taste? Oh, Paula says, hello, Chloe. Yes, she does. She thinks I'm talking to her, but she doesn't understand why I'm not making eye contact. Because you want me to talk to just you, don't you? Yes, you do. Come here. You're okay. You're okay. Get up there. There you go. Hey, Paul. Oh, yes, Paula. Do you remember last Friday night when I had that music playing in my ear and I had to go off camera for a minute to figure out how to fix it? I didn't figure it out. It just played its course. I don't know where it's coming from, so I don't know where to shut it off because nothing is open. But I had this mouse. I've switched mouses to an older one. Tell you how old it is. It's got the old charging port, not the C. But there's no side buttons, and there's 2 side buttons. And if I accidentally touch it with my thumb, it starts playing music that I don't know how to shut off. And retouching it doesn't shut it off. And Donna says, I like to knit. You can buy 24 little skeins of yarn for December Advent. Sounds like fun to do, but very pricey. Yeah, I guess it would depend on how little the skeins were. Maybe Amazon has one like that already has like the little samples. Paula says, you're so pretty, Chloe. Donna says, oh yeah, music in your ear. I felt so bad because we were supposed to be, first of all, taking over for Karen. And then I didn't have the paid version of StreamYard. So I don't think it streamed to anyone's channel except my own. And I didn't think it was going to stream to mine. And all I did was laugh. And I mean, I had a lot of fun. I really did, but it wasn't serious and helpful like it was intended to be. Paula says, crazy. Julie says, can you copy and paste and watch? Just FYI, if you are interested to watch later. Copy and paste. You can copy and paste and watch. Just FYI, if you're interested to watch later. You mean the live? Yeah, I think it's on my channel. But I wanted everybody to get the hour that we were on for their watch time, and it didn't work out that way. The next time I talk to Peter, I'm going to ask him what software he's using because I think he was using something that was a lot cheaper or free. And Julie says, I thought you guys did fine. Well, I sure did have fun. And she said when she watched the replay. Paula says, did you all see Allison's short where they arrived at Vid Summit? I did. I just saw that before I got on here. They are so excited and so happy. Did you see them when they were at the airport? Paula? Julie says, I put the link above that about glycine. Okay. You mean, okay, Julie, I'm sorry. You put the link above and I don't know where you mean you put it. Above what? And Debbie says, yes, I did, Paula. Wasn't that heart touching? Yes, they were so excited to be together. Kathleen says hello to Paula. And Julie says, love that short. Yes, they were like so overwhelmed with excitement. It was so nice. Like two long lost friends are together. And Paula saw that too. So excited. I saw you said that. I liked it, Paula. Paula says hello, Kathleen. And Kathleen says hi, Donna. Excuse me. I'm not food. I'm not food. No, I'm not food. I'm not food. So I put the subject up here as say yes to today because that's what I thought I might talk about. And then I found my Vlogmas box. It came this morning before I went to the doctor. And I thought, oh, I need to talk about that too. But I just wanted to say that, we never know how much time we have. And sometimes it's easy to look off into the future and plan for this and plan for that, or look at the past with regrets. And really right here and now is what we have, and say yes to what we want to say yes to, have fun, be productive, enjoy our friends, enjoy as much as we can of the day. I know that, sometimes cleaning the toilet and making dinner becomes kind of old. We get tired of it, but there's plenty of good that happens too. And Paula's saying hi to Kathleen. Kathleen, hi to Donna. And Donna, hi back to Kathleen. So, ladies, I've said what I wanted to say. If you are ready to get off of here, I am. It's been 32 minutes. And Donna says, yes, Evie, say yes to today. I mean, that's kind of it. I was just like, yes, because I think I felt so much better going to the doctor, and maybe we found the solution, maybe we didn't find the solution. And I have been so lucky finding good doctors. My dentist, which I got the referral from my son and daughter-in-law, and I got my doctor referral from my dentist. And I mean, such personable people. The doctor today pulled pictures up of 2 ragdoll kittens that she has ordered for her 80-year-old mom that lives with her. And they're going to Costa Rica this Saturday. And when they're taking her and her husband and herself, and when they get back, they're going to get on another plane and go to Houston and pick the kittens up and then fly back to Dallas. And boy, that's making some good use of your time. And Paula says, she's thinking of taking a pre-dinner nap. Do it. Man, if I could nap, oh, I would love it. There's one time I took a nap. It's probably been more than 10 years ago, probably about 2013. I came home from work and I wasn't feeling good. And I laid down on the bed and I just felt so relaxed and so happy. And just before I went to sleep, I was like, this is why my husband likes naps. They feel so good, but they just aren't for me. If I can't sleep at night, there's no way I can sleep during the day. I've tried. So are you ladies ready to go? Oh, Debbie says naps make her feel worse, but you can go to sleep. I can't. The only time I can go to sleep is when I'm driving. I'm just kidding. I've been really sleepy driving before. I did fall asleep once when I was driving, and I was 16. I had my 4 sisters in the car. I woke up to hydroplaning. Very scary. Donna says to Debbie Sue, me too, makes me feel worse sometimes. And Donna says, ha ha. And Debbie Sue says, I haven't had a nap in a year. Or years. Years. Okay. Yeah, me either. Sometimes I don't get but 2 to 3 hours of sleep each night. And it's horrible the next day. Donna says she takes occasional naps. Paula, do you nap easily? Do you do it often now that you're retired? I think Kathleen left. She said she had to get ready for her ski trip. Oh, I haven't skied in years either. Do you guys like to ski? downhill, cross country, or do you just like those boards? Donna says, I wouldn't survive on 2 to 3 hours of sleep. I need 7. Well, yeah, I need it, but if I can't get it, I can't get it. I can't tell you how many times I've been up. I've tried to go to sleep. I give up at 1 o'clock, get up until 3 o'clock and go back and try again. Paula says, oh yeah, I met a super nice lady at Christian. Excuse me. Hey, Christian Housewife 2024. I'll write that down. Oh, Debbie Sue, did you see that Jonathan came back on here? Did you notice that? A Christian Housewife 2024. Debbie says, I'll check her out, Paula. Oh, and Paula says this lady takes care of her elderly dad. Nice. And Paula says she thinks her name is Judy. And Debbie Sue says, yes, I did. So I didn't block him. I was making a really quick decision. So I timed him out for an hour so I knew that he couldn't come back. Okay, I'm going to tell that and then I'm going to get off of here because we only have, I guess we have 5 people, but I don't want to keep you guys. Oh, and there's Q. Hello, Q. So on my last live, I don't remember what day it was. It might have been Saturday. I don't remember. But anyway, this person came on and the name was Jean, Jean. So the female spelling for Jean. And she said that she was a mom of 3 and lived in Dallas and, didn't have a YouTube channel. She asked if there was a dating site on YouTube. As the time went on, it kind of started sounding worse. And Debbie Sue finally said no one was interested. And then she said, when Debbie Sue and I talked, that it was actually a man named Jonathan, and he'd been emailing her about help with English. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same one. Paula texted me and showed me a screenshot of this guy. I'll show you what she sent me. And she said, this is his profile. So the Gene name is what he was on here for, but the name in the email is at Jonathan C7D. And yeah, so he's hitting up a lot of people, and I don't know exactly what he wants, like maybe to help with YouTube channels, but he's not helping. But it was just funny because I was like in the Duff factor, and everybody else was learning what he was really like. Q says hello to Debbie Sue, and Paula kisses to Sophie from Rambo. Are they dating now? And Paula says, oh yeah, the sketchy guy. Q says, aw, thank you. Sophie receives the kisses and sends hugs and kisses. And Q says, Evie, I remember that person the other day. Yeah. And, I was trying to be nice because I really didn't know it was the same person. And Debbie Sue was onto it. And I thought, oh, well, you don't want to be mean. You want to make them feel included. So I was telling him about our little core tribe group. And, you don't have to do anything to enter it. You just have to be in it. And anyway, that was bad. Oh, Allison's here. What are you doing, Allison? Hi. Tell Karen we said hi, all of us. We just were talking about your short earlier in the video at your conference that we've all seen it right outside those elevators. I think that's what was in the background. And Paula says Rambo isn't allowed to date, but he can have friends. Oh. Well, I don't know how Sophie feels about that. Maybe they are dating and you don't know, Paula. And Allison says hello to Debbie Sue and Paula. And Paula and Debbie Sue are, Paula says Allison, Debbie Sue says Paula, LOL. And Allison says Evie. And Allison says, we just stepped outside. And Q says, hi, Allison. And Paula says, Allison from Bid Summit. Yes, I thought it started tomorrow and was Wednesday and Thursday. I thought you guys were just there getting something sorted out, like parking or something. Okay, and Q says, same with Sophie. She's not allowed to date. Oh, boy. Well. And Allison says, we've met some good people. Debbie Sue said, I'm glad you're having a great time, Allison. I mean, it has to be. It has to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that y'all are able to enjoy. Let's see. Paula says, Allison, let us know if you meet any people whose channels we should check out. That's a good idea, Paula. And Allison says, I'm putting into the universe that I'm going to win the Hummer on October 9th because it's my birthday. That sounds completely legitimate to me. Absolutely. Debbie Sue says, I hope you win, Allison. Wouldn't that be crazy? What if Karen won it and she can't get it home? It would be yours anyway, Allison. She could sell it to you for $1. Paula says, Allison, I'll try to manifest that Hummer for you. And Donna says, happy early birthday, Allison. Yes, happy birthday, Allison. And Q hopes you win. And Allison says, she said that I would have to sponsor her to stay in the States for 2 years and she would have to live with me. When I was at the doctor today, it's the doctor, the mom, and then her husband, and then her youngest that's 22 is getting married next year and still lives at home. And her mom that's 80 lives in the house too. And her husband told her, if we ever get a divorce, I get custody of your mother. You're not getting her back. Hey, Barry, quit. And Q says, happy birthday. And Allison says, thanks, guys. I feel the good vibes coming my way for the birthday wishes. Oh, good. And Paula says, happy early birthday, Allison. And Paula's got a birthday this month, too. Oh, that's just what Allison said. Paula, when's your birthday? And Donna said, oh, that's too funny. There was a whole bunch of October birthdays. One of the somethings or other. I think it must have been a live that I was on because there was a bunch of October ladies. You have to go all the way around. Donna said, oh, that's too funny. And Allison said, I think my husband would take my mother too. Paula says, my birthday is 10/12. Oh, that's getting pretty close. It was 6 days away because it's the 6th. I did some math. And Q says, Paula's birthday is soon. Can't wait. Paula says, I'm having a happy birthday to me live on Sunday. Oh, I did see that because I rewatched your, I don't think it was a rewatch of your live on your patio. I don't even remember what you were talking about now. And Q says, looking forward to your live, Paula. Okay, well, Allison, are you ready to go back inside? Because when you go back in, we're going to get off of here. Donna says, I turn 70 next month. Not sure if I'm excited about turning 70 or not. You should be because you made it, Miss Donna. And Paula says, thanks, Q. Kathleen says, oh, my dad's waiting on me to help him. He just peeked in here. Kathleen says, I have to run and get a video created. It was nice to see you all. Make yourself a cherry smoothie or juice. It's supposed to be helpful to sleep. Okay. Thank you for that. And Allison says, I turned 59 this year, so I'm going to be YouTube over 60 pretty soon. Yes. Or could be YouTube almost 60 right now. Paula says, bye, Kathleen. And Kathleen says, love you all. Yes, bye, Kathleen. Have a good trip. Debbie says bye. And Q says, hey, oh, I'm sorry to leave, but my son is here. I love having him home. Have a great afternoon. You too. You too. Thank you for stopping in, Q. Donna says, thank you, Evie. You're welcome. Allison says, hi, Kathleen. I'll see you soon. Paula has hearts. Debbie Sue says, me too, Allison. Kathleen says, hi, Allison. Allison says, yeah, we're going to go in just a minute. You should definitely be happy about turning 70 because it's wondrous to be another year old. It absolutely is. Okay, Allison, you go back in. Everybody else, go back to your day. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.